up on Vertigo. This used to be the map that ENCE could count on no matter what else went wrong in a series.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not ENCE.
Well,
9.
Quick fight out from zywoo. That one gets denied. They're trying to charge at this before bomb goes down. They want all the blood. They want the blood shed, and well, they lose their heads. It's glaive.
And that could take a lot of effort. That could take a little luck. That could take, you know, the right teammates. It's a lot of moving targets that you've got to figure out how to figure out.
Missed shot from mezii, so Deagle's not looking like they're going to earn anything here. Pretty quick tempo out of ENCE to try and convert pistol, and I like that. You know, we're talking about, you said it right, Vertigo's the thing that would always go well when they'd struggle in a series. And by struggle in the series, we mean lose Ancient. That was the consistency of ENCE. But the beauty of it, when I say ENCE, I mean 9. Okay, for the record going forward tonight, I'm really referring to the core that got picked up by Natu. Of course, this pretty off-the-cuff last-second signing when ENCE's team started to dissolve, but it made total sense seeing as the 9 core were going to be guaranteed a spot at the European RMR in the upcoming major cycle. So I think it was a good decision, and obviously you still had dycha on your team. That's just, I mean, dycha would have made a great addition to 9 at any time. And suddenly we're talking about a 5 versus 3 to Vitality's favor. That original ramp peek from flamez off the Galil, zywoo catching a stray down ramp as well, spinx hitting a deagle headshot, making it look all the easier, and uh-oh, the first speed bump of the night. ENCE just losing out to a round that had 2 rifles at the start of it. And this is, I think, just another instance of the talent that goes from the top to the bottom of Vitality. 4 players coming through with a frag. flamez getting caught out and figuring out what glaive is up to. It's got a little too high. So easy for him to get this opening duel versus dycha. You want a strong start from each of the individuals of Vitality, and I think we're going to see levels of confidence come out from Vitality this evening in this head-to-head. Plays like this one from flamez, who goes down ramp, who's got great shadow advantage over the bridge. Those shadows casting forward and giving him all the info he needs to keep him blocked off. I'm sure ENCE right now just feels suffocated here in the 4th round. Maybe they get goofy out middle. Maybe zywoo gives them room, but to ask for room from zywoo, who the hell are you? spinx looks to tether off him. Nice coverage given out from glaive. zywoo right back at it. That's snap.
I know, like 50 bucks? Because he could have been blind. Well, okay. Maybe they paid one of his teammates.
Oh, God, it's good. It's good. It's just pistols, but it's a nice sign for mezii, I think, to have an uptick at the start of this map. mezii is, I would put him in the same boat as Apex, finishing the year strong, giving us these high hopes that Vitality are untouchable. Oof, eats that flashbang. Barrels back slightly, 15 seconds. CT's, they are still very much in this B site. spinx holding on to close, but ooh, nice headshot from kylar. mezii off construction gets the 1. Goofy pulling a thread towards the A site makes things interesting, but that's what they needed. A kill that establishes the fallback from the site if needed. Apex, he's kept an eye on it. Can confidently assume nobody's back quad. Green, a high likelihood, and it is indeed occupied by kylar. Support behind him from Hades. No more utility, but 2 rifles ready to hold off what's left of this retake. Nice quick swing out from Apex, and Hades, he allows for them to cross over, hoping to catch him off guard. Krieg hits the headshot nice and swiftly, and as he tries to keep his head down, flamez takes it off, coming through with Vitality's Kriegs. glaive tries to take a peek off Xbox, will find flamez. Just like that. Opening kill, man advantage. ENCE got something to work with. Still some utility too. But will the B players get a little frisky? kylar tucked in. He was on his own, but now glaive has come to join him with a 3rd player just behind them, and bomb not far off either. They're looking to get into the B play, but this corner occupied by mezii nets them nothing. Wow. Perfectly pulled apart here in the B site, and an excellent round for ENCE to add to their collection. zywoo thinking about middle, takes a ton of damage. His nade goes in deep. There's a duel won by Apex on the A site. Do Vitality take the chance at this retake?
Whoa. Health has been chipped down low on 2 players. They don't know about all of it. As I would have been feeling pretty good about that nade, I'm sure, knowing the bomb got planted right after. But this smoke should solidify it.
Yeah, incendiary as well, right? You want to push through that. There's a sea of flames that awaits you. And I'm not talking about your teammate, zywoo. Ooh, catches Hades. He knows the other one's behind the box. Here they go, pressing in. And it falls on Glaive with his 16 health to swing. He gets the bomb diffuser off, and the time's going to decide this time. Apex, he could not afford to take that bullet to the versus Astralis that he did. I mean, I didn't think it was in the cards. I didn't think it was possible any longer. No disrespect.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I still don't know if it is. I think he's saying that he has a lot to prove, and it's because he does. If he wants to say that, he can say that, of course. That's just being real, though. The results are the only thing that matters. So, in terms of what we rate right now, I would never get excited about 3 months of individual level or anything. 0 tournament, you know, like, I made a video in July talking about like Na'Vi and how I rated the roster was. It was like not good, basically. And people are really excited about Na'Vi like today because they've actually done so much better. And it's like, yeah, but they still haven't won anything.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like getting excited about like a week of form, basically. So yeah, I guess I can be excited about Glaive and ENCE right now. But in terms of his career, no one will be talking about this. It will only be the results, whether it's actually making it to playoffs, whether it's...
Or did indeed depart the site. Now just leaning on mezii, whose position gets predicted. Kylar, quick crack with the AK, and this one starts to slip away from Vitality. Big time. dycha, easy plant. zywoo's top mid challenge could have gotten him a gun, but him dying out takes away any real chance, and this is ENCE with a 1-round lead.
Very nice. And yeah, I mean, pretty much brought to you by Glaive and those X-Factor frags that he's gotten on entries. Though he does have a very good team with him. 5 Polish legends over on ENCE right now. I think he was excited about getting a passport, but maybe he's got to be a little scared they won't let him leave when they make it to playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to lock him in the Spodek for the next year.
Yeah.
Here you go, Glaive. Here's your new home.
We're going to see him fighting Pasha next. No util buy, no op in play for Vitality. Big opportunity for ENCE.
Smoke fading, exposes the one in the open. flamez just taking straight up duels. zywoo looking to trade frag this as Apex also goes down. That's 2 picks. He leans all the way back. Instant dink from Hades on the Galil, and zywoo sent sailing.
See ya.
That ramp setup gets completely dismantled, and now ENCE are poised to take an excellent lead. As we are just left here kind of scratching our heads, asking, where has spinx got off to? This B anchor's gotten a few kills at times. While the ramp control was working out for Vitality out of the gate, this is just turned back upside down. mezii, nothing. As 3 players try to face him into the B site, it's going to have to be spinx 1v4. They're right in front of him, and he gets nothing either. 4 strong. Cologne of last year. This isn't quite the same Goofy.
This flank is crazy. I was not seeing anything. He's only going to find 1 on B steps. The rotations, therefore, are not coming in just yet. He doesn't even know about this one guy. Yeah, this works out very well for ENCE.
Just missed the timing. There could have been a deagle in their back, and instead zywoo trying to chase the A-ramp play. Now, it's a little bit too late. Apex tries to spam through smoke, gets nothing for his efforts. 2 deagles that are indeed in a position to pinch all this. Oh my God, through the floor. Hades takes it to the face, survives and responds, and mezii, far too much to ask of him here in round 11. Looking for something, a kill, anything to take ENCE down a peg, but they are looking strong. And it all nice headshot though. They disassemble the boost instantly, trying to hold on to this 5v3 to close out the half. We've got 25 seconds left for ENCE to get their 8th. And it's gonna come down to the ramp hit, bomb included. Apex pressing along, gets his thing, sketchy. He doesn't get that kill, it's kind of weird. And oddly enough, it still leaves the possibility of the round win here in the hands of ENCE. There's a trade frag from the back line as Hades gets one and survives on a single point of health. Kylar, what does he do? He's got to plant the bomb, no other choice. They go for the spam, they deny it, and this one just gets a little wacky. Mistakes were made. Hades survives the half on a single.
For Polska Gorum,
yeah,
it's
Poland strong,
just like amazing Poland, something like that. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, sign me up. Ooh, look at this booby trap setup. We got Hades with his head down. We got Goofy up top with Berettas. Glaive's going to draw the attention out. Oh, you think this is going to go well, Vitality, but you're wrong. Chewed through like it's nothing. 4 kills, and even mezii flashed as he tries to get anything going back. That could not.
Whether it was taking advice from teammates that he had on his roster, or when he switched from Kirby to Magisk, he said it's always good to learn from like the new players, young players' way of learning the game. Even when he was younger, that's the same way he would look at it. So seems like the idea of CS2 being brand new would actually be a good fit for somebody like him.
Goofy under pressure. Excuse me. Apex gets the charge going. Ooh, the Tech-9s got close. I'll give them that. Dycha and Kylar almost killed, but SMGs tear him up. You've got zywoo alive, which means you've got problems still if you're ENCE. All his teammates are dead, but he's got a 1v3 nearly wrapped up already. Dycha and Kylar, oh, that softening damage not going to mean too much. ENCE win another one. The full buy means nothing for beautiful timing from mezii on the first kill. We saw that jump over the wood wall, but even on the jump, he didn't see mezii just slide under him. So the Tech-9s burst through to the B site again, setting up the possibility of the plant. We get Apex's Deagle finding a mark, but fast flank wastes no time. Dycha getting back the man advantage, leaving just these whittled down Tech-9 players, the hopes and dreams of Vitality, looking for that plant, still alive as flamez goes deep over the smoke into the CT spawn, and very quickly over towards A with an M4 to work with.
Yeah, no one cutting off his cross. He knew exactly what he wanted to do in that moment, which makes me feel like he's quite sharp about how he's going to play this out in the end. His big problem is of course, his HP, and he's chosen to sit on the bomb. So, thing is, the 2 normal options would be short or on the ramp here for the CTs to try to clear him out. That means he needs to take 1 headshot fight fast. But honestly, he doesn't have room to escape from the other. I mean, both of them are going to have to be headshots.
There's one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, back into the cover, confirming Hades too. flamez swings, and Hades makes sure not.
Yeah,
and snappy.
It's been a couple of roster moves since. I was making the ENCE 9 thing again.
Okay.
That was messing me up because of Dycha.
Oh, Kylar. Ahead of it as well, right? That smokes up. T's are thinking, nah, they're going to give us a little room. I do like that ENCE get disruptive with it. Comfortable 5v3 here, cutting one off of the cross. Kylar, Goofy combining again, and no entry, none allowed. spinx gets the headshot as zywoo falls empty-handed. That is only spinx's 2nd kill of this map. His nade, ooh, nearly finishing off Goofy, but that's bang. That's not to mention, again, just 2 guns. Uh-oh. Miss CT smoke. It's a bit thin. Here we go, Apex over the top. Oh, Dycha, beautiful! Ooh. Triple kill like it's nothing. mezii's gonna get the 1. Not just bleak, but at times uninspired. Back into this slower pace, the tempo and the utility. It just sets a precedent and it puts Vitality back. Like walking through sludge towards this A site. As Dycha set up on sandbags, he will peek into spinx, and that headshot fast enough to put the A play under question. Glaive pushes ahead of the smoke grenades, wants to hold off on short, but he made movements and sound on the way in, so they're on high alert. They have been corralled to the crane. This is their only option in. spinx versus Glaive. He loses the duel to the Danish IGL. And as mezii's hands are busy, flamez has to give good cover. The threat of that smoke push was high, but nobody actually comes through. We've got one on headshot, keeping his head down as they have lost track of Glaive. He works back around the crane.
He knows
oh, that's his teammate.
Yeah, he knows he's been squeezed. That's a perfect play.
Sat down by Tarp. He goes back into them, softening them up and trying to end this. But flamez, he comes back around fighting. Goofy's got 1. Hades the last. And just like that, we've got ENCE bringing you the POVs of this bloodbath. mezii, quick attempt to hold back Temple. Doesn't find his mark. Apex kind of leaning between both attacks, both avenues, both routes being taken here by ENCE. Nicely done by spinx. There he is, all map long, back on Vertigo. His absence was, unfortunately, deafening. And now Hades will be definitely trying to claw this back. We've got the entirety of what's left of Vitality stuck down in the dark room. Not that he knows this, but he picked up the bomb and he tucked into platform. And now he hears the rumblings of the CTs looking for him. What if he just sits back plat and never gets found? His teammates over towards Temple, he hears them leaving. Hades, he hears 2 sets leaving, but he gets blindsided by flamez, who confirms bomb was hidden there the whole entire time. At least it's a plant. At least it's a chance for gla1ve to come and join him. But he dodged the first threat. And now ENCE, they're just gonna pull off the bomb site. They're gonna give space over to Vitality, who then throw a smoke on top of bomb and tap, and that tap is going to elicit any kind of a response. gla1ve comes back in from Temple, gives up his death. Hades, it's a fresh mag and a 10-second stick. He's trying to duel with flamez, who picks it up with Berettas, and Vitality will take CT pistol.
Gotta trust the stick. You see how they come flying around every corner, spraying basically, no matter what gun they have. So important to do that right now, unfortunately, but it works out quite well. I think that the smoke they throw down is the best thing they have. Whether or not they need to actually defuse it, it forces the peaks out from 2 very powerful spots. You could say, oh, well, Hades, you know, unfortunately showed himself a little bit earlier, but they were never going to get that far away with 3 players from being able to walk back into Darken. I think the plant was inevitable, so very nice pistol rounds. Well coordinated here from Vitality.
Feels like if Hades catches flamez off guard, then that kill really guarantees it. Hold on, no way. Double Galil kill coming out from Goofy. He's got a 3rd one on a silver platter, but Apex makes sure to draw blood back. And that immediately cools off what could have been a crazy round for ENCE to just stampede into A. They'll still hang on to man advantage with very capable weapons across the board. Light on util with a smoke and a frag. But they've got this defense so split up, so getting proactive is Apex. If he can get into the back line of the river push, that would be one thing, but this 3-player pack is already up inside of E-Box. spinx looking to improve from the first map, doesn't get the best of dycha, leaves pressure on zywoo and Apex, and that's one of them confirmed. They start to head the other way. They've got to cut their losses and lick their wounds. This is an immediate bounce back out of ENCE.
That's a statement. I mean, this is the kind of story that you had a wild ride.
And I mean, it's crazy that like,
as the owner of this team.
Polish cores haven't even had a match win or a map win in years. All of a sudden, we've got Rebels and ENCE knocking on the Spodek's door. kylar creeping in wonderfully here and dealing with both mezii and spinx. And his performance back on Vertigo was a welcome sight. Again, when it goes beyond Hades, we were looking at Goofy for months. kylar's gonna fall, bomb plant's canceled. gla1ve's got all rounds, but it is indeed a B site stack with a deagle in the middle of the USBs. Catching that 1 player who was A in mid. Reopens the door, plenty of time, send the MAC-10 in. dycha's gonna make some money. Vitality thought maybe they had the slimmest of... He's feeling doomed here. 39 health, oh wow, he turns it even blind. The fact he's able to kill kylar is huge, but a chance for gla1ve to double down on the entry. CT set scrambling. We see zywoo making his move. Apex shapes dycha off of the bomb site. And that will still be bombed down.
I much prefer this deep smoke.
Ooh, zywoo finds timing on flank, and that is Hades canceling the plant, potentially delivering the bomb to the Temple player if he pushes through. They know Long is compromised, but zywoo actually didn't stick around back there. He goes back to bridge instead, which is a great play to cut off any potential river rotation. Goofy just caught out in the no man's land, and Hades forced into the 1v3 clutch with a clean tap deep. He gets the first one down. And that reactivates zywoo. From watching on bridge, back to holding long. Vitality get on site. zywoo showing him a little skin, but Hades...
More than you actually clear the area out. In this case, it doesn't really matter.
Ooh, lost duel. flamez gets active. Goofy picks it up in the smoke. 3 caught. Ooh. And Apex bomb delivered. Not to mention that early damage out of flamez is going to prime Apex wonderfully. spinx tries to press out from Temple while Hades... Yeah, he's going to look the wrong direction. So CT's corralling the kills inside of A. 15 to the clock and dycha to the clutch. Apex pressing. No vision of anybody here. Vitality start to lean that second player back. zywoo's not going to miss his shot on the approach. Missed Molotov as well out from the tees. That would have been burning zywoo out of this position. It would have exposed him to Goofy. Instead, zywoo finds a safe pocket. And his Sanctuary holds off ENCE entirely. One missed utility just leans itself into the favor of Vitality so strong. We get rolling forward with. We've seen them iced out on camera by a smoke, but I still think getting to that point has been easier than maybe it should be. We'll see if there's an opening there to exploit as we get flamez leaning back closer to the site with zywoo, who, while blind, picks up Hades, goes back in for second servings. Oh, zywoo! Oh,
come on.
3 kills, him and flamez locking it down like it's nothing. ENCE thinking they could serve up an A split. They get rocked. And dycha desperate to get anything going. zywoo knows you're there.
Sniff him out.
Yeah, you're not getting...
Bringing the soccer ball. Sorry, the football.
Football. Playing ping pong.
Ping pong.
Oh man, iced out. Apex, he's doing a lot better. 11-5 as he takes over the top mid bridge control. Smoke comes down towards the B site. dycha looking for the entry. We saw great things from his Mac 10. And he's got a player on a position familiar to ENCE. spinx gonna lock it in. Apex just throws himself at this hold. Attempt at the spray control. dycha's gonna let this one slide. Apex is everywhere.
Retrospect.
Gonna try it again, huh? Tech9's looking to blast past the B defense. Mezzi's gonna get burned out by dycha. spinx's position is known, but guess who's here again? Apex, perfect nade. Blows dycha away. spinx locks in on platform. You can. dycha flashed in. Oh, nice hold by spinx. Goes for the wide open angle. Still concerned about the long hit. And indeed, the bomb is inbound. But every time it's Apex just attacking the sides, jabbing you in the gut,
He's
never giving you any room.
So good at timing that flank rotation fast.
Yeah.
With the shots.
Vitality on a map they love to win. So let's see if they can make it quick. Push this series to the decider of Nuke. dycha, give it a chance with the dual Berettas, gets as many kills as he has guns. There's damage here on Apex, who couldn't get up the rugs. Hades, nice second shot.
Not too bad.
Leaves us in the 1v1.
flamez does not know where Goofy could be, and he is in one of the most unlikely spots possible. Looking for a late catch on this rotation, and Goofy will not hear this, but you will hear. Now you just got to time this. There's no plan coming in just yet. And because of that, he's got to know that flamez is just sitting tucked, right?
No. Oh. And here on Anubis, well, it's passing with flying colors. zywoo gets out to the pillar of the B site. We've got a late lurk top mid holding off in spinx. zywoo can smell you. Not gonna let his guard down, but actually jumps up into Goofy, who luckily isn't hiding in the corner, has an earlier angle than zywoo expects, and puts us back 3v3. That's 2 CTs inside of the B site. Bomb starts to head back to A. They want to dodge it.
Good play.
Yep.
I mean, they expose themselves so much out of camera. Or sorry,
80s.
not at all out of camera.
Nice hold. Op up. Ooh, great to Apex between the eyes. And pushes flamez to the clutch. Smoke doesn't quite extend to the bomb site, so now he knows he's doomed. Goes for the camera kill. He will get that one, but...
As an anti-force or an anti-eco.
At least kylar gets that, but then he extends into what would have been the pack that had his teammate's gun. Goofy delivered this M4 on a silver platter, and it's already coming back to haunt ENCE. Glaive up next, thinking about the same peak. zywoo ready, and even though he doesn't get the kill, Apex there to finish it off.
In their movements right now, dycha versus essentially 3, all convening on this one spot, and they might just walk in right beside him. Oh my God! And it wasn't even one of the rifles.
No way.
A single shot from the deagle of spinx, and the round is over. Plant goes down. There was no chance for Hades to get back into this one. He is so far away.
And they're not going to give him anything.
I'm going to say that this was a situation where they misread the economy.
What do you think they were expecting? It frees up a bunch of long control, but we can also get Vitality sliding down into the A site. In the meanwhile, long-range fight here from the M4. mezii trying to squeeze in with the fountain play. Glaive gets aggressive down the river, and this is good control from Glaive. This is a big fight, but zywoo's gonna win it. Wastes no time taking his head off. They know where Hades was. They know where Hades probably is. And they know that this one should be easy to wrap up. We go back to Vertigo. It's a beautiful win for ENCE. It's not even close with that 13-6 scoreline. And this one should be a bitter stomp, but Hades still fighting tooth and nail. Gets into the cover, but just fell for the ruse. Decides to walk it back. And as he does so, mezii doesn't ever need to cross. zywoo fakes it once. Hades comes out from camera, missed shots, and that's gonna be his dub. It's man advantage for Vitality, taken back off of Hades, and then both can leave.
Perfect setup into the mid rounds. Well, now the late round, I guess, 2v2. Both CTs guessing, all four players in general. Cheese was just more control over what decision is correct, per se. If they want to run lower, they can do that. They know they're exposing himself to almost the exact same risk, but I don't know if they actually want to end up planting downstairs with no smoke. So CT and zywoo holding on to control, assuming, okay, well, I've got this if it comes this way, but yeah, they're going to come back upstairs.
This is where mezii resides, sitting up in heaven. He's kept crouched, not taking any kind of angle. The possibility of that ramp to heaven flank at an all-time high. Glaive is going to watch heaven while the plant goes down.
Yeah, he knows it's going to be, this is the only plant available for no utility as long as you have someone to cover heaven.
mezii sat here and he's got a flash ready to get zywoo out from vent. Flashback sight serving up the distraction, but Hades has departed into hut and looking to now come back into the bomb site. Ooh, meant to be assistance. Apex gets rattled, and Hades, well, he's gonna follow through with the double kill. zywoo holds on to the bomb site. That's the 2 frags from Secret, but his gun goes dry, and so does his hold. Flamez and spinx silently approaching down from the vents. Blinded doesn't matter. Flamez, perfect tracking with the MP9. Grenade gets a huge chunk of spinx off the play.
Now it's tough to plant.
Door open off of that frag as well, I believe. So now suddenly they're feeling pinched, but so is the bomb site. Oh, Goofy comes through with a headshot. The force buy working out wonderfully for ENCE if they can finish off the quarter health of spinx. The single door still shut. No cover.
They have control side.
He swings it wide. Goofy putting a couple shots out. Both these T's getting back into this. And as they close the one door, spinx is looking around on site for tools for the drop. There it is, the smoke grenade that zywoo's corpse dropped.
You didn't see the plant, though.
He taps it once. Goofy's got to come out from window. Goofy's going to gun him down. Smoke a little. Trying to get the T's to move, trying to get something going, but it's already being watched.
What do they call spinx? I actually don't know this. What do they call spinx in like chats when he's not playing well? Sponks?
I don't know, man. Don't look there. I never go looking.
Sponks? Maybe.
Like sponks, O-N-K-S, or still with an X at the end?
O-N-K? No, they would just change the one letter to,
One spinx. Good spinx, bad sponks. It works. I don't know, Launder. A quick chop to the throat. Yeah! And you've got yourself into the A site. You're just trying to avoid zywoo and his Galil, but you found him, you got a piece of him, and he got a piece of you right back. 2v2, and he's gonna quickly run down the ramp. He's got 6 kills already here on Nuke. Ooh, trying to throw himself up ahead of the nade. But he dies as dycha's MAC-10 hits him in the face. And Apex, go ahead, buddy, walk away.
This is, I love the shape of that. That was a good round, man. Good mid-round calling here from...
It's your truth.
Basically, no one's getting it right, in my opinion.
Fast play from kylar. ENCE gonna crank. Wow, what a contrast to the last round where it was all posturing, all positioning. This time it's ferociousness, and kylar rewarded. Blindsiding spinx, a second headshot, and that's zywoo. It's also flamez stuck up top with his double kill right back. He's got to take damage on the fall down. dycha chases Apex, and it's man advantage out of ENCE. What an opening from kylar. And this is no longer the kylar of 9 who struggled individually. The kylar of ENCE is sharp.
Let's touch the Skylar.
But they're getting active.
Oh.
They're still trying to move this one forward. CTs don't want to fall back. Mezii, it's the one headshot that he needed. He's going to peek. They line up, and they close him. Hades instead. He got lucky there as he peeked into a player with a nade out. That nade finds 2 players down to half health, and I'm looking back through the history books of this 9 core. I want to see who have they ever taken down when it comes to nuke specifically. This would hands down be the biggest scalp they've ever had on this map. And I'm looking at the last 12 months.
Okay.
So this start is just phenomenal. The rumblings of an upset. 5-1 T-side.
This up.
Oh, Apex, it's just the one and done.
Great trade.
And kylar's going to lead the charge downstairs. That's that extra space already guaranteed. And because the door's open, if anybody comes peeking spinx, he's going to go right into the scope of Hades, you'd assume. Comfortable bomb plant from glaive, perfectly finagled, plus dycha's flanking. This is excellent. ENCE, there are layers on this one, and it is going to be a guaranteed 6-1 T-side lead.
When glaive said, when we make this team, we've got to make it as a combination of cultures, combination of styles and eras. And he said, I'm going to learn from these guys, but they want to play a little bit looser.
Movement from flamez to come down that ladder. Just as Outer is starting to slip into the hands of ENCE, he takes it back a bit.
Was a great clear.
Meanwhile, kylar, who has successfully found footing on the A site, is actually stuffed. Goofy gets the trade frag back, but it is a Hades 1v3 off of Xtaz and his input. Vitality's defense holds strong with only 2 rifles they came into this round, but 2 rifles seemingly enough. You've got to stop the bleeding. And they're lucky to do it now.
Yeah, I think
they threw main smoke. So there's also utility usage going down upstairs, but at the same time, pressure here. 30 seconds,
look at that,
there
look
it
at
goes.
That. This is a great call from glaive, man. He actually figured this entire round out. Now they got to get 1 more kill.
Oh, Apex lines him up. 2 kills. Damage on the next, but the nade out of glaive. He reopens the round. flamez up from vent. It's a man advantage. Apex did everything he had to try and take this back from ENCE, but we've got kylar back sight in the clutch. All he's got to do is shave them off 1 by 1, and he gets the first. Damage to the second, but mezii holds on. And Vitality, they won't let that set because they don't have deep vision outside. And Hades has that scope up, waiting for Apex to get ever closer from spawn. At a moment's notice, that squeaky door could be under siege, but there's not many moments left. 25 on the clock here in round 10. glaive tries to take the tip of the spear. Fast flank out of Hades. Nice second shot. Apex in the open. It's a triple.
Going.
Hades just stopping it all. The AWP creeps in from main, and zywoo, his counterpart, can do nothing. He's got to let them get off site. Hades, from start to finish so far in this round, has done everything that they needed to get that bomb plant. And again, 6 rounds, par for the course. Everything beyond is just icing on the cake. Mezii hoping to cross around from main, but that angle surely being held by Hades. Oh, and denied, dude. kylar's headshots are nasty. Sight. Nade to open up. Apex looking to hang on with just this measly MP9, but he does good damage with it in the background. Still, the front runners punctured through. zywoo just missed this. dycha's not going to see anything, but if it comes down vent, it's perfect.
I don't even know. There could still be someone backside, so I guess why not try to go for this flank?
flamez of 2 minds. He's going to come downstairs. spinx going to get the best of him. 4 versus 3. Missed shot. zywoo goes down to the hands of Goofy. And I mean, that's 2 good rifle moments out of ENCE versus zywoo. kylar last round from hut into sight, and this time Goofy opening up the A site so that ENCE can reopen the possibility not just of beating Vitality here, but of smoking them map 3.
And it's key that the reading rotation so clear.
Luckily, he's got flamez to work with. They definitely want to press in. Do they predict it? flamez on the off angle. Oh,
man.
This is Glaive.
Dishing it out, baby. Just like old times.
I mean, unreal accuracy. His individual level.
And so much on the entries for this whole event as well. It's key part of his game when his form was on point. And hey, you don't even have to IGL that well if you can double entry. I'm telling you. So not only has been doing a great job as a caller, but his individual performances, not only his peaks, but his average, have been standing out.
Mandatory retake demanded. Apex falls out from the heavens, wings clipped. zywoo, 1v5, nothing to pull on. What's to come, perhaps? Now we do have a player boosted in the ramp room. Glaive's gonna try to take back that space. zywoo made, nice tap, but he does lose control of the fence. Beretta's inside of hut. Hades, oh, great distraction.
They're everywhere.
Dycha, he presses his Berettas on the flank, and there's zywoo continuing with the P250. But we've got mezii in what is an essential 1v3. Great gush.
Oh,
Great
what?
God. He stays in the open, exposed to the ramp, and down at the hands of Goofy. Kuban can feel it coming. Molly comes in, kylar. It's gonna be safe here, looking to press that MP5 into anybody that looks to split sight. flamez comes in, looks at heaven. Goofy's got it from up above. It's a stuff. It's a shutdown, and it's Apex desperate to get anything going. An 11th. But damage done, so round live. Glaive is gonna hold off on ramp room. zywoo comes up from downstairs. Deagle into Glaive. Nice response from Goofy. Snaps the shot over, but flamez' AK opens up. They're gonna try to charge it downstairs. kylar's holding. And Hades not far off. Apex comes through. Deagle headshot from him.
What?
It's a kill that he tries to press down into Hades. Hades recovers, Berettas are out, but they don't know that Dycha's crashed, and so this is a round one for spinx.
Wait, but oh man.
Dycha stands here, spinx will plant, and
Oh my God.
round is over, folks.
Literally nothing they could do about it right now.
Nothing they can do.
Oh, that's tough. That does.
Maybe you get vision, maybe you scramble to the B site, but we're gonna get flamez pulling them apart up on A. Nice spray control for the following kill. mezii will die, and honestly, you take what you can get. Really can't be understated how great of a map Hades is having. Down he'll go this time. Whoa, going over to single, that's insane. As the Molotov comes down, he reopens the door. Hades playing on the gates of hell. Re-peeks out, just pulls flamez off the play. The pressure is immense.
The play.
He gets back into the single door. The amount of risk that Hades throws Vitality's way this time, and to do it in such a high-pressure moment with what could have been the entire team breathing down his neck. Glaive quickly off control, can't manage to get his second. There's the response back from zywoo and mezii. The only two left to try and make this 2v4 happen. They've equaled things out. kylar down to the single. zywoo here to push, but it's kylar clean with the rifles again. And last time mezii couldn't clutch it. Playing front silo on site, wants to get out of dodge. He'll find a way to exit.
Yep, here's the other one running.
That's a good picture for mezii to work with, mentally knowing they're both over there in the depths of this site. Molotov goes a little too deep. mezii comes out, but a miss. Wait, it's an all-in commitment from the Vitality camp, and they've got 3 sets of feet out from Squeaky. kylar holds. And as bomb goes down, he senses a chance. Hades, ooh, missed shot on the snap over, so lobby falls to the hands of Vitality. Man advantage right there with it. And ENCE may have to just hold off.
Wow, it's not, I mean, it was very close to unwinnable right there, but there was a little bit of a chance both from Hades, or from dycha peeking from heaven, as well as peeking right there into Mini to see if he could surge a kill. And I'm not saying it's the end of the world to let this opportunity go, because it is still 6-12, but you know how quickly a lead can vanish. I do think there needs to be
now known, snap up to control, but a trade looks good on flamez. And the forced buy just doesn't come to fruition. Vitality fight on, a 7th secured.
I swear the angle is good, but the glass itself is such a liability because of the damage absorption. So it's like, you never want to be the first person to shoot, but in CS2, you never want to be the second person to shoot. So now you can't take that fight anymore.
What should you do?
You got to take a new one.
How do you do that?
Like move to a new
I say break the
position.
glass.
Break the glass.
We are so fast. Did not anticipate this level of success out of the gate. Little did he realize the limitless potential that ENCE seemed to have. But again, job's not done. Kylar peeks right into the AK of spinx, and the A site crumbles. Goofy, just can't get there. Hades, it's a fast scout flank and a swap to the AK, but a bomb plant secured. And there goes the 8th. And then decide to dive back. Fire removes him from the support of dycha, but at least now he's got glaive. Do they try to crunch this?
Ooh, this could be the call, actually.
They're gonna throw themselves at the ramp fight, and if mezzi's not ready, oh, he goes down. But spinx inside of the corner, spotted out by dycha. He is locked in, and kylar just got the supportive frag. They're gonna swing on spinx. AK gets away, dycha comes through. Man advantage taken back.
That's
and
the glaive difference.
The kill on Apex. There's the close. There's the dream, and the hopes of the Polish ENCE as the road to